Can you tell if it's filming? So I don't make you guys do this twice.
Is it now?
Yes,
Yes.
it's going.
Perfect. All right. So I don't have to make you guys
Your
sit
privacy
through the life
screen.
cycle. I know. All right, welcome you guys. We're gonna do second grade science, and we're gonna be going over the standard of identifying the basic needs of living things, plants and animals, and their abilities to meet their needs. So we are going to begin by doing a life cycle. So we're going to do it on the computer together, and then I want you guys to draw the steps as we go through it. Okay?
My drawing's gonna be best. The best job.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
So what would be our first step? So these are the eggs. What would be next?
The gross, slimy eel one.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Well done. All right. What would be after that?
The one on the bottom
No,
right.
it's the one on the top right.
No, because it's got legs.
What?
This
Okay.
one has
That just
legs,
says
this
no.
one doesn't.
I accept.
Okay. And then it's the leg one.
And then this guy. Okay.
And then the tail.
You mean frogs don't have tails?
Not like that.
And then this leaves that guy. So let's kind of go through what's happening. So what happened to our little tadpole?
He grew legs.
He transformed from an egg to a slimy, gross thing that Michelle was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started growing his legs
His
and
nubs.
and his tail.
What? His tail stays there until the very end.
I know, but it's growing, it's maturing. His tail is maturing.
So do we know why they start out with a tail and then end with that one?
Because that's what he grows into. That's his growth.
What? No, because
But why
they're
does
in
it-
the
oh.
water. They're in the water, so they need the tail to flip floppity.
Mm-hmm. And then as they
But it's
grow,
also his growth.
they end up without the tail and then they're on land. Or like in and out of land.
They grow back.
So we're now going to do one. And we're going to do it with humans.
Oh, dear.
So you guys can kind of connect to yourselves on how you grew. All right, so we start out as a little baby.
Right?
What would be our next one?
The diaper guy with the gray diaper.
All right. And what? 2 years old. And what do we kind of call 2-year-olds?
Toddler.
Toddlers.
Oh, sorry, that was yours.
Next.
Next is the guy in the red.
Good job. All right. And what would we call him?
Youth.
A child.
Child, yeah. The child one.
All right. What would be next?
The purple.
The purple.
I'm
Pink.
glad
I guess it's pink more.
And he would be like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
He's 12,
12
years.
years,
That's not a
so-
teen.
He's like preteen.
There we go. He's
It's
a
like
preteen.
teen. It's only, you
a
never
year
know.
ago.
It's not like just, okay, go ahead.
What would be next?
The blue guy
This guy.
with the black hair.
And he would be
Mature
An
adult.
adult.
an adult. And then that leaves this guy, and what would we call him?
Dead?
The
Nobody's
real,
saying
the real mature guy.
No kidding.
They just say old age on the
Oh, old age. Okay.
So he would be like an elder.
My elders.
All right, so I'm going to take this away, and I want you guys to do a life cycle. Either a frog or a butterfly, one that you kind of know, and then just draw it really quickly and make sure it has at least 4 steps.
Let's see. Okay.
4 steps.
Yeah. And you can even do one of the ones that we just did.
I'm going to do a cycle. The circle. In New York, this is called a cycle.
What? I don't understand.
It's a cycle. Okay, you would know.
Wait, 4 steps?
4 steps.
Yeah. Is it a plant?
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
Life cycle of a plant.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea.
Gotta put some dirt on it. A little bit of water.
Add some sunshine.
Yeah.
Is that the shop?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's cute.
I can't remember.
I couldn't think either, so I did something kind of weird.
I like yours. I like that a lot. That's way cool. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
It's the life cycle of a car.
I did the same thing.
Now, your first thing, I don't even know what your first thing was.
It's a
An-
plant.
anybody can guess what it is.
Oh, it's a plant. Wait, why is that you made a plant and I made a car? Doesn't that just seem wrong? That seems like we like traded places or something.
You're in touch with your masculine side right now.
And you're in touch with your feminine side.
You
But
guys
see,
did
I did the
awesome.
same thing, except mine racked into a light, a street light, and he's being towed off.
But
This
that's
is this
that's
is him
the
right
tool.
here.
No, but look, here's
He's
the frame.
scrap iron, yeah.
Here he is getting his engine put in.
Okay.
Here he is all put together in his prime.
Lovely, lovely.
And here he is on blocks.
I like
Oh,
that. That's
he was
perfect.
he was parked in Arizona. They stole his wheels.
No, look, he doesn't even have a door anymore.
All right, you guys did awesome. What did you do, Donna?
I tried to remember the frog.
You missed 4.
I went to 5 because
One through
I
5.
because I couldn't remember.
Well, she only needed
Well,
4
that's a good looking
steps.
I
frog
just
too.
needed.
All right.
I know, it's a really cute frog.
So now, as a group, we need to decide an animal. An animal.
A cow.
4.
We're gonna do a project on it.
Okay.
How about a shark? What about an alligator? What about a camel? Let's do a
Too
camel.
many. A camel?
I want to cut the steaks off the cow.
What?
All right. Camel.
The stakes are
Life
high.
cycle.
Wait, let's make sure our camel is on.
If there's not a camel,
If
We
it's a
can do a
spitting
cow.
camel, we don't want it.
a spinning camel.
Spitting.
Spitting.
A spitting camel.
Yeah.
Don't our all
They
camels.
have a caiman, so I would assume they have a camel.
Cayman is an alligator, right?
Yeah, it's like the.
Wait, let's do an alligator.
Do you want to do a caiman?
Yes.
All right. So they are carnivorous reptiles that live in Central and South America.
And Florida.
No, they were alligator.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Came in
So-
down south.
What we're gonna do is together.
Same.
So we'll use one of your guys' pieces of paper,
Ta-da!
Okay,
and we're gonna make a
alligator.
poster on the caiman. So we have these facts about him on here and a little video we can watch. So what we want to do is include on our poster their life cycle, if we can kind of think how a caiman would develop. And then we're going to do what changes they might make during a season, you know, how they might change during winter. That might be a little different because South America doesn't have as much change.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Well, we could do it.
their basic needs, like what they eat, where they would live, and then any special characteristics they have.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to go over the caiman.
I think it's final
So-
stages eating someone.
I'm gonna sit down. Make it easier. There's our favorite tents. All right. So it says caimans live in the rivers, swamps, forests, and marshes of Central and South America. So that would be our step one of facts on them, where
South
they live.
America. Are we just doing facts?
Yep, so we're going to do a section on facts, their life cycle, and then they won't change during seasons. So just those two. And then any special characteristics they have.
Okay, facts. So they're carnivores. Yes. Live in South America.
Mhm.
They're carnivores.
Okay.
And aquatic. Semi-aquatic.
Semi-aquatic.
Meaning they're both on land and river.
And then it says they live in the rivers, swamps, forests, and marshes.
Wait, rivers, swamps.
And marshes.
Forests and marshes.
Forests and marshes. Perfect. All right. So they are members of the
Alligator family.
alligator family. Do we want to watch a video of the caiman?
Yes.
We've been riding for 3 hours when finally our patience is rewarded.
Something's in here.
Charlie, can you take my reins? Yeah. It could be exactly what we're looking for. Time to get off and investigate.
You think it'll eat him?
I'm amazed that the horse doesn't go in there, honestly.
I saw something else move.
The water's been stirred up by our horses, so everyone has their eyes peeled for the smallest movements,
Bubbles. Look for bubbles.
especially underfoot.
Or whatever it was.
I would not want to walk out there.
No.
Kramer, I haven't covered, guys.
Just as we're about to give up, my foot hits something hard.
Oh.
That was a caiman.
And I've just been given a really nasty bite.
Yes. It just goes to
Where
show,
did I
with
see
all
it?
the knowledge and planning in the world, there's always a risk involved when working with wild animals.
You stepped on it.
I've just had one of my first nasty bites from an animal. Just trodden on a caiman here, and it's whipped round and taken a good chunk out of my leg.
Duh.
It didn't look like it took much
So
out.
unfortunately,
couldn't see
anaconda
it.
hunting is off for the rest of the day. I'm a little shaken, but okay. Most importantly, after a bite, I have to get my cuts properly
So we didn't get to
disinfected.
see the
So
caiman
it's off.
very well. We got to see what they could do.
We kind of know what they look like.
Yeah. All right. So let's go over some other facts. Here's a picture of them. They look like alligators. I think they're a little bit smaller.
I like their eyes.
Yeah. They're kind of cool.
They stick
Yeah.
out.
All right.
They really pop.
So they are long, squat creatures with big jaws, long tails, and short legs. They have a thick scaled skin, and their eyes and noses are located on the tops of their heads. This enables them to see and breathe while the rest of their bodies are underwater. That would be a good special characteristic, do you think?
Which part?
That they can...
Their noses.
Is
yeah,
that a
that
fact?
Their eyes and noses are.
You could
like-
do
yeah.
special characteristics as another section if you want. Characteristics.
If we have to draw it, you're drawing.
They have thick skin, thick scaly skin,
Scaly, what?
scales.
Alright. When swimming, they propel themselves by moving their tails side to side.
So-
They don't use their legs at all while swimming.
Long tails. Or tails for
They have like a propeller.
motivation.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'd said tail propelled.
Excellent.
It's harder to say it. Didn't write it right either.
There are 6 species of caiman. They all vary in size, appearance, and habitat.
6 species.
Should we watch one more video?
Yes.
This is 15 minutes. We'll watch
Look, they're synchronized swimming.
Somebody's throwing cheese.
Available, the caiman rub shoulders without much in the way of conflict. Even nose-to-nose collisions rarely result in fights.
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah.
The night harbors another rarely
camera's
seen
weird.
hunter,
Yeah,
the
that is.
boat-billed heron.
What does that?
It
Some
too
full screen.
is in little danger from the caiman now.
Okay.
Look at his teeth.
Yeah, they're kind of creepy little buggers. Alright. So now let's go over what they eat. Because we went over their habitat. They're in fresh water. That's an important thing, too, we didn't talk about. Alright. Clayton, do you want to read that part for us?
Yep. Caimans are carnivorous and eat a wide range of animals. All caiman eat fish and small mammals. The larger the caiman, the larger their potential prey. Larger species can hunt mammals such as capybaras, and black caiman might even fancy its chances against a jaguar.
Wow.
Black caimans are the apex predators in the Amazon. This means that they are the top of the food chain and have no natural predators. The other caiman species may find themselves dinner for predators such as green anacondas and jaguars.
Interesting. So what would be some of the things they eat?
Jaguars.
Fish.
Yeah, fish,
Small mammals.
Mm-hmm.
birds.
It's kind of crazy. Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
That's weird.
Didn't it say the anaconda?
No, they're eaten by
Oh,
anacondas.
they are eaten by
Yeah.
because I was saying that was
Other,
okay.
the
How
other
would you
species,
how
but
would
the
you
black
squish
one.
a can? How would you squish one of them?
Caiman.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once you like ate it as a snake,
Okay, a small one. I can see a small one.
and I mean, they don't have the power to. Well, I don't know.
That would be pretty crazy to watch.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an
So where
anaconda.
we at? We're
But a
asking.
chicken is eating
This is
a
what the-
mouse.
All right.
This is what they're talking. We're talking about what they eat, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Small animals and fish are nommed, also jaguars.
No. All right, reproduction. So this is kind of go into our life
Ew.
cycle. So let's get into drawing our life cycle. All right.
You're drawing.
So let's start with the beginning. Like many, but not all reptiles,
Start out with
caimans
eggs.
lay eggs. So what would be step 1, Donna?
Eggs.
Looks like grapes. Okay.
Do they lay them in
They
water?
lay up to 40 eggs in a nest. They build a nest. Good question. It's a mound of vegetation and soil.
So they're kind of like turtles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, huh?
Okay, so the eggs hatch after 70 to 90 days. The female caiman then lead the group of hatchlings, known as a pod, to the water.
Come, young pod.
So we'll do 4 steps. We can do hatchlings, and then they mostly just grow. They kind of look the same. They go from tiny caiman to big caiman.
I think they're fine caiman. Don't forget the eggshell.
Perfect.
Sweet. Now the second drawing.
What second drawing?
We'll have to do 4 stages.
Well, they go from
1,
the eggs to the little
2.
guys,
What's the third one?
a little bigger.
Then draw it.
Okay. You say there's 4 steps?
Yeah,
I-
I can do 4.
That's
We're
all we
going
have
4?
to do. We only have to do 4.
Okay.
4 steps.
So the next one, he's a bigger guy.
On the last one, we should make him eating a jaguar.
That's a good idea. Because once they would reach full maturity, they would be large and able to eat large.
Who's drawing all this crap?
Well,
You are.
And you're doing a fine job.
Oh, you're doing wonderful.
Mine would have looked stupider.
You
without
guys are
eyes
just
on the
saying that,
head.
so I'll keep drawing.
Yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
Yeah, I am right.
I mean, it doesn't look too bad. But it looks more like a crocodile than an alligator.
They're the same.
No, they're different.
They
They
have
just wear a different name.
definition of the difference between alligators and
Yeah, I
you
saw
wanna look
that.
at
Because alligators are freshwater
Small
too.
differences between them. Caiman have a more pointed snout and longer, sharper teeth than alligators. Although the biggest species of caiman, the black caiman, is bigger than any alligator, most caimans are smaller. Interesting.
Wait, so they're not alligators.
They're in the same family.
They're cousins.
Kissing cousins.
No, hopefully not.
And let's look. They have suffered from being hunted. They're threatened by habitat loss, but they're not endangered. So here's some caiman. These are spectacled caiman. I want to look at a black caiman. Let's look up a black caiman.
Prejudice.
it's the largest one.
These guys look a lot like alligators.
I like it.
They're big. Alright, perfect. Let's show everyone our poster. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera.
Wait, can I draw something real quick?
You're gonna draw the jaguar.
Yeah. Good luck with
I'm gonna
that.
end our lesson when I finish up. So thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the life cycle.
Yeah.
Never mind, it's a small rodent.
I knew it. You didn't